Hey guys, what's up? It's Rick Pete back. First of all, I'd like to wish you all a Happy New Year. Hope you all had a great Christmas holidays for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas. I apologise for this video being so late, the 9th of January today. I was hoping to get this video up sooner, but I've had another spell of ill health. And then when I was feeling better, I had to send my laptop in for repair. So I've been without my laptop for a few days, but I've got it back. Everything's good. So yeah, I'd like to thank Beltmark Bill for the sort of idea or inspiration for this video. For those of you who've not checked out his channel, check it out. The guy does amazing videos, basically based around various different belts he's got. Not just replicas, commemoratives. The guy does all sorts of pay-per-view reviews. He's a really good channel. So yeah, thank you, Beltmark Bill, for the inspiration for this video. If you're watching by any chance, cheers, here's to you. And without further ado, I'll crack on. So it's been a mixed year this year, 2016, in wrestling, especially in WWE. There's been highs, there's been lows, there's been crap, there's been brilliance. So these are my picks for the sort of best of in 2016. You may agree, you may disagree. That's the good thing about being a wrestling fan. We all have different views and opinions. So without further ado, I'll crack on. Now I'm going to do a top three of each category. And then occasionally there'll be like an honourable mention. So I'm going to start off with best matches from this year. And at number 3, I couldn't choose between these two. It was a tie for me for sort of third place. I did toy with the idea of doing a fourth for this category, but I still couldn't choose which one I preferred about them. So it's a tie between Nakamura and Joe at NXT TakeOver for the NXT title at Brooklyn, the one at SummerSlam Brooklyn, and Balor versus Rollins for the first ever Universal Champion to be crowned at SummerSlam. Both matches were great from beginning to end, and I was happy with the result of both matches. The only thing I did have an issue with, and I mentioned it in a video post SummerSlam, was the barricade bomb that Rollins did on Balor, which injured him. As most of you probably know, Balor had to put his shoulder back into place and carry on the match, which to me the guy's got balls of steel for doing that. So yeah, that's my joint choice for the third match of the year. Second match, like I said, these are my opinions only, was Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole at Ring of Honor's Final Battle. Great match, bell to bell. Like I said in my review of the pay-per-view, if you've seen it, it was a like basically no holds barred, anything goes type street fight. I think it was. It was amazing. It was a bloodbath in parts, and some of the stuff that they did to each other was just, excuse me, unbelievable. I didn't expect Kyle O'Reilly to win, but I was really happy he did. They built the story up well to where it looked like, oh yeah, he's going to get to the title match, and then he's going to, it's not going to happen. They put all sort of obstacles in his way, did Cole and the Bullet Club, but O'Reilly came through and became champion. He's since lost the title, as I record this. He lost it to Adam Cole at Wrestle Kingdom 11. It is going to set up another match between them. I have absolutely no doubts of that. So that would be another one to look forward to. I haven't actually got around to watching Wrestle Kingdom yet. I do have it. I've just yet to watch it. I'm interested purely for that match, and I've heard massively good praise about the Kenny Omega and Okada match. So as soon as I get a chance to watch Wrestle Kingdom 11, that'll be on. So yeah, match number 2, Ring of Honor, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly for the Ring of Honor World title. My first match of the year, AJ Styles versus John Cena at SummerSlam. It was a great match. I think it was a match that a lot of WWE fans were blown away by. AJ Styles getting the victory. I think Cena deserves a lot of credit for that match as well. It wasn't just all AJ. Obviously, there's 2 people in the ring. So yeah, a lot of credit to Cena for that match as well. But yeah, that was my match of the year. for 2016, because basically what I did was I sort of thought back through the year, and that was one that just boom came to me, and I was like, yep, like same as the others. Everything in this list is just, when I've come to think, right, top three, they're just stuff that's come to me without having to think too far. They've just popped into my head. So, that's basically things that have stuck out to me personally. I would also like to give an honourable mention to the triple threat match for the WWE title between Ambrose, Rollins and Reigns. That's purely because I was a massive fan of the Shield from the beginning. So to see all three of them going for the belt was amazing. I thought it was a great match. The way that it looked like, obviously two Raw superstars against one SmackDown star. Raw were going to get the belt back. Obviously it wasn't to be, but I personally really enjoyed that match. I thought it was a great match. So yeah, that gets an honourable mention from me. As does Joe and Balor in the cage for the NXT title. That was also a great match. I'm pretty sure that was 2016. Yeah, it was. The whole year's just gone so quick. So yeah, I apologise if I'm wrong about that. Next category, best tag teams. Now, at number 3, I've got American Alpha. It was a hard decision to put them at number 3, given the fact that they've had so many good matches, mostly in NXT. I haven't seen them really hit the stride on SmackDown like they have done on NXT. But it's a matter of time, it's coming. So yeah, American Alpha at number 3 for me, my best tag teams. Number 2, Young Bucks. They've been putting on top quality matches all year, entertaining fans all around the world. The stuff I've seen them doing in Ring of Honor has been amazing. I haven't seen so much of the New Japan stuff this year, but yeah, I'm basically basing it on my experience of what I've seen in Ring of Honor, and they've just been consistent. Yeah, a lot of people would argue, it's the same spots over and over again, but you stick with what gets the fans behind you. You stick with what works, and they've done it. They've made it work. So yeah, Young Bucks number 2, and they're also one of my favourite tag teams as well. So yeah, that was a bit of a bonus. Number 1, this was a no-brainer for me, absolutely no-brainer. The Revival. They've proved that they can have a great match with anybody in 2016. I said it in one of my NXT review videos, you could put them in the ring with 2 mops and they'd make it an entertaining match. They had amazing matches with American Alpha. They had brilliant matches with DIY and just basically anybody else on the NXT roster that got thrown in front of them. They brought the best out of them. So yeah, number 1 for me, the Revival. I just hope when the inevitable move comes to the main roster, I haven't seen Raw last week, sorry. So obviously, unless they've moved up to Raw in the last couple of weeks, I haven't got a clue. But I hope when they do get their eventual, main roster call up to Raw or SmackDown, that they get a better run than the Ascension, who were amazing in NXT, went up to Raw and they were just rushed. They were just terrible. They still are. So yeah, hopefully the Revival will get a decent run and a decent push when they do eventually make to the main roster. Honourable mention to DIY, Gargano and Ciampa. I've been really, really impressed with them as a team and as individuals. The match in the Cruiserweight Classic was amazing. But they're sort of telling of the fairy tale story, as it were, of being so close to winning the tag team titles so many times and then just falling short, and then obviously becoming champions. It was just great. So yeah, honourable mention to Gargano and Ciampa, and thoroughly deserve to be tag champions. Best female. Now this is going to be controversial to quite a few of you out there, as Charlotte's not made the list. The reason for this is I think she's getting the success and the push she is purely because of who her dad is. I'm not denying she's great in the ring, she's great at what she does, she's an amazing heel, but I still think that the reason she's getting the belt every other week is because she's Ric Flair's daughter. So I've not even mentioned Charlotte, because like I said before, I'm sick of seeing her with the title. It's just boring, and the fact that she has to have the little pig-faced Oompa Loompa sidekick with her all the time just really takes away from everything. So yeah, Charlotte's not even in my top 3, but I am not going to deny that she can do it in the ring. I'd just like to clarify that. It's just I've not been blown away by her. So at number 3, it's Bayley. Now I know a lot of people are going to think, well, how can you not include Charlotte? But then you're going to mention Bayley. It don't make sense. Purely on the fact that she was so over in NXT, the fact that the Raw fans were shouting and singing for her before she even moved on to Raw. A switch to Raw was well timed. She lost, a match against Asuka, and then the next night, she was on Raw, and the crowd went absolutely mental for her. She's majorly over with the fans. The fans just can't get enough of her. She's had some great matches in 2016, and I expect her to have and be involved in plenty more in 2017. So yeah, I think the future's bright for Bayley. Hopefully, booking permitted. Number 2, Sasha Banks, the boss. She's been awesome. She's had some great matches with Charlotte over the women's and then Raw women's title. I don't think it'll be long before she has the women's title again, the Raw women's title, or SmackDown, depending what happens with the next draft when they have it, etc. But yeah, she's been involved in a lot of matches. Like her and Charlotte obviously were the first women in the Hell in a Cell. They've pioneered a lot of stuff. So yeah, but yeah, Sasha Banks has been absolutely amazing. She was only just pipped to the number 1 spot by the lady who I did pick for number 1, and that is Asuka from NXT. She's absolutely dominated NXT. She's had great matches with everyone who's been thrown in a ring with her. She's made them look good whilst making herself look, unbeatable, which is what she's supposed to be. I said she's had great matches with everyone. She had a really good match with Mickie James at TakeOver Toronto, as I mentioned in my review video of that. Mickie James looked amazing. I don't just mean like physically, I mean like in the ring. Her in work, she just looked great. She didn't miss a beat. She looks really, really good. But Asuka was just, the unbeatable badass that she's been all year. All I can say is that I hope when she moves up to the main roster that they don't ruin everything about her, because she's such a talent. It's unreal. She had a really good match with Nia Jax, and that takes some doing, because Nia Jax has just not blown me away at all in WWE. She's not done anything impressive. So yeah, for Asuka to get a decent match out of her, to me, was a big thing. No real honourable mentions here for the women. So yeah, I'm glad Becky Lynch got a title run with the SmackDown Women's title. She did deserve it. But no real honourable mentions. So on to the big one, best superstar. My picks, again, like I said, these are my opinions based on wrestling I've watched this year. At number 3, I've put Adam Cole from Ring of Honor / New Japan, purely because his pursuit of the Ring of Honor World title was great. The lengths he went to with Jay Lethal to basically, get under his skin, like shaving his hair off and everything with the help of the Young Bucks, and he made the world title seem like the most important thing in the world. Excuse me, which as a wrestler it should be. The world title should be everything that you want it to be. So he kind of reminded me of when CM Punk had the title and he made it the most important thing in his life. Adam Cole seems to have done that with the Ring of Honor World title. So number 3 choice is Adam Cole. My second choice is Finn Balor. His transition from NXT to Raw was absolutely flawless. He had the great showing in the match against Roman Reigns. He's had a series of great matches. A brilliant match against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Like I say, it's a shame he got injured. Who knows how good he could have been for the rest of 2016 had he not got that injury. So Finn Balor gets my number 2. Number 1, there was only one person it could be, AJ Styles. Debuted in the Royal Rumble and saw the year out as WWE Champion. It's just been an amazing 12 months for the phenomenal one. Series of great matches against Dean Ambrose. An amazing match at SummerSlam against John Cena, like I mentioned earlier. Again, Cena should get as much credit for that as AJ should, but You know, AJ it's just been amazing this year. Everything he's done has been brilliant. I do have an issue with the way they've booked him as a bit of a dick heel, but he's doing it well. Like I said, brilliant match against Cena, brilliant series of matches against Ambrose, and he's even managed to carry the ridiculous James Ellsworth story. So yeah, it's been, pardon the pun, a phenomenal year for the phenomenal one. So yeah, AJ Styles is my choice for number one superstar of the year, from, you know, in my opinion. Honourable mentions though, obviously, Kevin Owens. He's had some amazing matches. Excuse me again. His best friend storyline with Jericho has been a lot less cringeworthy than it could have been, thanks to Owens. His in-ring work has been amazing. His match with Sami Zayn, the last match of their feud, the blow-off match, was quite easily one of the best matches of the year. It was very close to making it into my top 3, very, very close. And then the IC ladder match at WrestleMania, he had an amazing showing in that. I thought Kevin Owens was amazing in that. So yeah, that's my honourable mention, is Kevin Owens. Seth Rollins also would have made the list had he have not been out injured, but since he came back, he's been amazing. And as much as a lot of people will probably hate me to admit it, Roman Reigns has had quite a good year, especially when he was the champion, and to let him have, play the whole, he's got a chip on his shoulder, I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm just the guy. That whole, sort of cockiness thing, that he played that well. I know a lot of fans hate him because, some genuinely hate him and others are just jumping on the bandwagon and it's cool to boo him and what have you. And, it's getting rammed down his throats. But like I've said before, that's not his fault. That's down to the management. But yeah, he had quite a good year. But yeah, so those are my picks for sort of best of 2016, for lack of a better term. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you agree with any? Do you disagree with any? There probably are going to be some that you'll disagree with. Who would you have picked? Anything like that, please feel free to leave comments. It's always appreciated, feedback on stuff. To those of you who's first time watching, welcome to the channel. Please check out my other videos. There's bits of all sorts in there. For those of you who subscribed, again, I know I say it every video, but I do honestly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. 30 subscribers, it's not a breaking amount, it's not thousands or whatever, but it's 30 people that have taken the time out to subscribe to my channel and watch the stuff that I put out there. So thank you for that. For those of you who are just watching, please feel free to subscribe. I don't do it for the subscribers, I just do it for a bit of fun. It's something to do on my days off from work when I'm not, rushed around doing other stuff. But yeah, that'll do it for this video, guys. I have got a couple of ideas for some other videos that I'd like to do. So for now, I'll say goodbye, and once again, Happy New Year, cheers to you all, and I'll catch you soon with a new video. As always, guys, take it easy. Bye for now.